Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Alfred.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about Kerala model of development. What do you know about it?
So the Kerala model of development is well known for focusing on social indicators of welfare, even though it does not possess enough per capita income or economic growth. So, for instance, if you look at Kerala's GDP or economy, Kerala is the ninth richest state in India. But if you look at the socio-economic indicators like maternal mortality rate or the literacy rate, in all of these indicators, Kerala is the top. And in fact, if we compare with countries outside uh, India, also Kerala's indicators are much better than some places like Washington DC even. So that is the Kerala model of development.
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Alfred, you said Kerala is ninth in the country, right? Is that right?
In terms of GDP, I think so, sir. I'll have to recheck once again.
And
But
what
I
is the
believe
national figure?
I don't know the exact number, sir. In terms of per capita income, Kerala is sixth, I believe, and but I don't know in comparison to Tamil Nadu and what the average is.
No, country's figure you don't know. India's per capita GDP?
Sir, I think it was 2.5 lakh per annum, but I believe I'll have to, like, I'm not very sure of it. I'll have to check that again.
Normally, which are the other economic indicators to check the country's economic strength?
So when we look at a country's economic strength, we can check on the GDP, the GDP growth, the per capita income, the debt levels, what the inflation are, the other macro indicators like the trade deficit, the export competitiveness, and so on.
Most importantly, you forget where your state is doing the best. What is that?
I'm sorry, sir, not able to recall right now.
Foreign exchange.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now, how much is the foreign exchange inward remittance in Kerala?
Kerala, if it in terms of GSDP, gross state domestic product, it is around 10 to 12% of the gross state domestic product. Earlier, it was even up to 30%.
Is it number one country, no, number one state in the country in terms of foreign inward remittance, or is it not number one country?
Again, sir, I don't know about the past 2, 3 years. Earlier, it was number one, but recently, even places like Maharashtra also have started.
Yeah, the figures have just come in last 2 days.
Yes, sir, I'll need to check up on that again.
So, tell me about last year. Last year was Kerala number one or number two?
I'm sorry, sir, I don't remember that.
So, last year also Kerala was number two. Maharashtra was number one. Now, tell me what portion of budget on the revenue, on the income or revenue or receipt side it accounts for inward remittance?
This is a figure I am not sure of, and I believe it must be somewhere around the last figure that I read was in 2015 16. At that time, it was around 30%.
Okay.
Recently, I'm not sure of.
All right. Spices trade from Kerala has taken Malayalis to which all countries in the world where they have relocated? Tell me the names of the countries.
Earlier, it was mostly West Asia, then Southeast Asia, towards even Europe and all. A lot of Malayalis have gone there.
I hope you heard my question.
Spices trade, where, sir, again, in specifically for spices trade, I don't know.
I asked you the names of the countries. You have not told me a single name.
Okay, sorry, sir. I think mostly I will say West Asian countries like Saudi Arabia, Gulf and all, and maybe European countries like Italy and these places, because I remember there were trade links with Romans where Kerala's spices were sent for.
Why there are more Malayalis in Malaysia than they are in Singapore? What's the reason for that?
Not sure of that, sir.
More recently, which countries are they migrating to?
Mostly, like if we look at Kerala's diaspora, almost 85% is in the West Asian countries, Gulf countries. And recently, like a lot of people are going to Canada, Australia, even European countries for higher education.
Okay. Ladies in Kerala mostly have curly hair on their head, right?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me where the borders are intermingling between Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Is it a function of genes or is it a function of geography?
Sir, I believe both, because one higher, more curly hair usually is symbolic of higher keratin, and that is also a genetic trait. But also higher humidity in the region also makes it more suitable for curly hair.
So in South Tamil Nadu, women will have same curly hair, is it?
I am not sure, sir, because like I've not been there in person to Tamil Nadu. So, but I believe curly hair is more found in Kerala region, a bit more than Tamil region.
All right, thank you.
Thomas, what I could see is you have given Delhi as your first, home card. So, do you stay in Delhi or you stay in Kottayam?
Sir, actually, I grew up in Delhi. I did my schooling and engineering from Delhi, and just 2 years ago, I shifted back to Kerala. So I identify more with Delhi than Kerala.
Okay. So, you are working somewhere?
No, sir. Right now, I'm preparing for civil service exam only.
So, after your graduation, now it has been 7 years, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You know, it's the time, double the time that was required for graduation almost.
Yes, sir.
So, don't you think then because of this, for whatever 4 years, 3 years of your graduation efforts are literally gone waste? Because last 7 years, now you might have forgotten everything by now.
To a certain extent, yes, I understand why it can be said so, but at the same time, I believe that some of the skills that I internalized during those graduation will stand firm even through the coming years. And moreover, sir, uh, perhaps what I've learned in these last 6, 7 years are more than compensated for what I missed out. And
You also have given, I guess, the interview before, right?
yes, sir.
What was the score in last interview? When was that?
So last interview I gave in my previous attempt, that was 22-23 attempt, and in that I scored 198 marks.
Oh, very good. So, what was the problem? Why didn't you get any service?
So when I think my essay scores was a bit less than what I expected, and overall I missed out by 10 marks.
Okay. You were mentioning about the speculative fiction.
Yes, sir.
So, can you differentiate between the fiction and speculative fiction?
So fiction can be any sort of fiction. Fiction is basically something that is not based on a true story. It is an imagination of the author or the creator. Speculative fiction is a sort of fiction, but it is based in a setting which is differs from reality. It may be based in an imaginary world or a futuristic world where has evolved.
Both are imaginary, both are not real. What makes speculative speculative?
Uh, for instance, a story like Harry Potter, where there is magical elements, where there are so that would be a speculative fiction.
But explain me what it has which makes it speculative. Define it.
Sir, the technical differences differs from reality or realism in the sense that there may be elements which we do not see in our world. There may be magical elements, that may be futuristic elements. It is not something we see in a real world. Normal fiction or realistic fiction might be based on what we see in our neighborhood or in our.
See, first, realistic fiction itself is an oxymoron. See, if it is a fiction, it should not be real.
That I agree with, yes, sir.
Okay, so the difference is the possibility. Speculative fiction is not possible in any time. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, you have been talking about, like I was hearing about you mentioning about Kerala. And certainly everybody knows that human indicators, Kerala is the best performing state, not just in India, but if you compare other parts of the world also, even developed world, we can compare with. But still, I would like to know 3 issues because you're going to, hopefully going to be administrator in Kerala. What are those 3 issues that Kerala is struggling with now? And what are the solutions that you can bring in as an administrator?
So the first issue, and it is becoming more widespread right now, is the use of drugs and the prevalence of drugs, especially among the youth of the state. Second issue, I would say, is unemployment, because Kerala is highly educated, but it is also in terms of unemployment, it has the highest rate in the country. And third, I would say, is like it is not something directly addressable by administration, because it is weather related and climate change related issues causing a lot of natural disasters in the region. So for all three these issues, for drug related issues, sir, again we need regional cooperation and we need statewide cooperation. At the district level, there have been steps taken such as awareness campaigns and coordination with the police force. And so these are steps I would probably like to take. For employment related, again, we need efforts at the state level, that is bringing in investment or focusing on MSMEs, as right now the government is doing, focusing on the knowledge economy. And finally, for environment related issues, sir, implementing the Guardrail Committee report would go towards that.
See, is large scale industries or industrialization for that matter possible in the state geography like Kerala?
Not large scale industrialization, sir, because Kerala's forest cover is 54% as per State of Forest report. And even if we exclude the forest area, Kerala's population density is third highest as per the census 2011. So land availability is a major issue. Instead of large scale issues, even the government is focusing on MSMEs, first of all, tourism, and thirdly on the knowledge economy. Like right now, some allocations have been made for the development of AI in Kerala.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Alfred, tell me, what are the major land laws of Kerala?
I'm right now sorry, sir. I'm not aware of this. I've not read up on this.
What do you understand by land laws?
Um, Land laws might be laws that govern how to use land, how to transfer land, and what all activities are allowed on the lands, and so on and so forth.
What is land use policy? Do you have a land use policy of Kerala?
Again, sir, sorry to say, but I've not read up on this. But usually, land use policy refers to what sort of land can be used for agriculture. Can those lands be used for mining or other commercial activities, so on and so forth. There are certain areas where, for instance, commercial activities is not allowed, mining is not allowed, so on and so forth. So, but again, the policy I have not read that in detail, so I can't say for sure.
You are so close to Sri Lanka. Can you tell us what is the GDP of Sri Lanka?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay. What do you know of the problem of Tamils in Sri Lanka? What is the current situation?
Currently, sir, ever since 2007, 2008, those years, the uh, problems have died down a little. There is no large scale war there, but still the Tamils are fighting for the enactment of the 13th constitutional amendment, for setting up provinces, provincial governments, for the for recognition of Tamil as an official language. These struggles are still going on, but a large scale war is absent ever since the civil war has ended.
Okay. Tell me, do you see any possibility of termination of conflict in Palestine? What is your assessment?
Right now, it is